Hey guys, it's Al again. I'm back here with more retro gaming. And once again, in honor of the new Godzilla movie, we are taking a look at Godzilla 2 War of the Monsters for the NES. This game was released, I believe, in 1992 by Toho again. And this is very different from the last Godzilla game we looked at in retro gaming. This one, you're tasked with trying to defeat Godzilla and also other monsters like Bagon, Rodan, Mothra. I'm pretty sure King Ghidorah is going to show up at some point. It's a turn-based strategy game, so think Super Robot Wars, only it's not quite as good as the Super Robot Wars game is. So let's dig into the game, take a look at it. So as you guys can see here, you can choose from several scenarios. Resurrection of Godzilla, Gigantic Flying Monster, Mothra's Invasion, Clash of the Three Monsters, The Ocean's Revenge, New Allies, Invaders from Space, Project Metropolis, Surprise Attack from the Center of the Earth, Pathway to Peace, Killer UFO, and the conclusive battle. They're all going to boil down to basically the same thing. We're going to take a look at Resurrection of Godzilla here, and it's going to give you the basic idea of what's going on. Also, when you get into the game, you'll be able to take a look at what some scientists have to say, which will give you clues to what you might have to do in order to win the stage. Like in this one, defeating Godzilla, which, spoiler alert, I don't do. We're probably not even going to see the end of this because it does get a little tedious. You can see there's Godzilla there. And now we've got our planes and tanks that we're going to try to go to cut them off. This is kind of before I knew what to do with this stage. I do know that Bagon comes down at the bottom of the stage here, so I position a few units down there as well to try to head him off. It isn't until later that I actually figure out what I'm supposed to do, and by then it's a little late because I've lost a few too many units. Alright, now we're going to take a quick look at the combat. You can see I'm the fighter jet, and I'm attacking Godzilla. I can choose out of a couple of different attacks. I'm not sure what the slot machine at the top does, but I missed this attack. So now Godzilla's going to get a chance to fire back at me with something he never does in any of the movies, at least not yet. But it also didn't kill me outright, which is good. So I'm going to start moving things up to try to encircle Godzilla and hopefully do some damage. Let's see, we should be able to get the plane close enough here to do another attack. Yep. Oh, it's a completely different kind of plane. It's got an extra attack, which... not sure why I didn't try that. I was still just kind of trying to figure things out at this point, though. I missed. He's going to attack me back. And one more hit and that guy's going down. So it wasn't until later in the level when I finally found out that you had to get one of the bases on the map to create the oxygen destroyer, and then you have to drop it in water, and if Godzilla is within, I think it's 5 blocks where you dropped it in the water, you destroy him. And for anyone that doesn't know, the oxygen destroyer is how they killed Godzilla in the original movie, the 1956 movie. So that's a nice little callback there, and I'm guessing all the levels have interesting little callbacks that they make. Let's see, this tank here, I think I'm going to move over towards the nuclear power plant that I'm supposed to protect. And it might be after this turn that Bagon shows up. But as you guys can see, this game, it just kind of runs a little too slow, which is a real shame because I think the game could have been really good. I love the Super Robot Wars games, and they're also turn-based strategy, and they didn't come that long after this game did. In fact, the first Super Robot Wars games might have even come out before this. I'm not sure. But they run a lot faster, they run smoother, they're more satisfying than this is. You don't have the lottery aspect at the top that I still haven't been able to figure out. So yeah, there are better turn-based strategies out there. I suppose if you really want to see Godzilla fart out attacks like he just did, you could give this game a shot, but there are better games in this genre. Which is a shame, because I think this game could have been really good, but as they tend to do with Godzilla games, they just kind of dropped the ball. At least that's my opinion on it. So I think that's where I'm going to cut the video. There doesn't seem to be much point in showing the rest of this level. I found out what I had to do a little too late, so Godzilla wore me down a little too much before I was able to do anything. So I didn't even beat the level. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Have you played this game? What did you think of it? What do you guys think of turn-based strategies? Or even, have you seen the new Godzilla movie yet? As you guys are watching this on Tuesday, I will probably either be watching it or watch it the night it drops. One of the two. It's going to depend on what my schedule looks like that day. But either way, I'm going to go see the new Godzilla movie about the same time this drops. This has been Al. I'll see y'all next time. And now, it's time to cue the music that's going to get a copyright claim made on my video. I'll see you guys next week.